Ahoy, my friends, Ryder here, and welcome back to another Final Fantasy VII Ever Crisis video. Today, I'm going to be showing you guys a Google spreadsheet put together by a player named ZGod. Really strong player in the game, and honestly, just a stand-up freaking dude for putting together this epic kind of assortment of everything to have to do with Final Fantasy VII Ever Crisis. And I was going through it the other day, and I just figured that it would be a good thing to show everyone that hasn't actually seen it, because I think it's such a great tool for being able to just kind of like observe all the different aspects of the game. You know, if you're looking for a character, if you're looking for, let's say you need a character with physical attack down, right, or AoE single target, you can go into this thing that he put together, and you can really easily look through the characters, see which ones have it, which ones don't, instead of having to go through here where there's no filter setting for looking for certain things. Like if you wanted to look for physical defense break, you can't filter it to just look for that. So it can be hard for every player, especially more casual players, to remember all the different weapons and what they do in the game. So that being said, I'm going to go down here and I'm going to show you guys what this looks like. Now, like I said, it was put together by ZGod here. This is his YouTube channel if you guys want to give him a follow. And if you guys also want to support him, his Patreon is right here as well. And you guys can support him for doing what he's doing and basically creating this amazing platform for helping players on Final Fantasy VII Ever Crisis. So thank you, ZGod. We appreciate you very much, man. All right, so that being said, I'm going to try and quickly just run through this just to give you an idea of how this works. But this is the base page right here. I will put a link in the description of my video so that you guys can easily find it. And so essentially it has all kinds of stuff here. We have a calendar list of notable events. We have all the costumes in the game, all the weapons so far in the game, and it has even already been updated to the new Tifa weapon as well. So it is being consistently updated as of now. We have a materia section. We have a whole area on the Highwind as well. Chocobos, bosses, dungeons, titles, wallpapers, you name it. He did not hold back, and he did a great job. We also have external resources here, the official website for Square Enix, the official X, official Facebook, official Discord, unofficial Discord, the subreddit, App Store, Google Play, emulators, APKs. This guy has it all. Then we also have some other stuff here, Final Fantasy 7 EC.gg, leaderboards and data mined game assets. We have enemy stats and other guides at meowdatabase.com. So all kinds of stuff here that you guys can find out. There's a lot of cool stuff. The damage calculator is also really cool if you guys want to check that out. Now, I'm just going to go up and show you guys a little bit how this works. I think I'm going to start on the Highwind. This one's super, honestly, so freaking awesome. It essentially shows you the different power-ups you get from the different aspects of the Highwind so that you're not wasting your resources going too far. So, like, for example, right, we have the engine here, and it'll show you that if you get to level 21, it'll give you 10 hours and 30 minutes. Now, for me, I got my engine to 25 early on, but from what I've found, I think that I'm seeing that players that kept their engine level way lower and they're constantly getting full tend to get more R or rare boss effects. So you guys probably want to do that. It also shows you the paint cans that you get from each level as well. So at level, what is this here? What is this for the paint upgrade cost? At 26, you'll get 31,200. There's also the propeller over here. For those of you guys that don't know, this means that at level 10, you unlock the ability to get level 60 upgrade mats. Looks like Synth up right here, Astro Wind increase, level 70 upgrade mats, Astro Wind increase. And this is like, let's see here, this one's at level 36, level 80 mats at level 43 for the propeller. We have Astro Wind up here at 57, and then level 100 mats available to get from the rare bonuses at level 64. So you really wouldn't want to take the propeller higher than 64. I'm not sure if they give anything beyond that, maybe a higher rate of getting these, but as of right now, I'm not too sure. But here you guys can really just kind of overview the Highwind and see what you want to do with the game. So it's super helpful. Now, if I go back and we take a look at costumes here, you can see that there's all these awesome costumes for all the different characters. You guys can check them out. You can see what their R abilities are, all this different information here, which is just super, super, super helpful. Now, if we go back here and we go to weapons, right? Because probably this one is super interesting for me. So like if I want to find a physical defense breaking weapon, right? You'll see here that this is physical attack, right? There's little red triangles pointing down, and there's 2 of them, which means it goes to mid. This one is physical defense break. It goes 3, which means at max level, right, it's going to break physical defense to high. Now, if you look here, right here, okay, it says that this is just a single red circle, meaning that this is single target. Whereas the Iron Blade right here has 3 circles, meaning that it's AoE. It can break AoE physical attack to mid tier. I'm guessing. That's my guess, but I'm pretty sure I am correct here. It also shows the stats here at max level, right? Tons of stuff here as well. For the Buster Sword, it shows that it has the X sigil break. It also shows the elemental attribute if you have it. For example, for a healing weapon, right, like the Crystal Sword, it'll show a purple heart, the healing percentage bonus that it can get, and obviously it's AoE, but for the team, that's why there's 3 blue circles instead of 3 red ones, right? We also have Organics, which is a 5-second stun for 20 to 30% chance. We have Butterfly Edge, which is physical defense up 3 tiers, single target. So a high physical defense buff to a single target. So this is super, super, super helpful, as you guys can see. So if I was like, okay, I need a physical attack breaking weapon, AoE, I would say, okay, well, the Iron Blade is a physical attack breaking weapon. It can break to mid tier. Now, let me go and find something else. So if I was looking, I would be going down, scrolling for physical defense, All right, so here we would find another one. Dawn's Prayers, Aerith, single target, physical defense break all the way to mid tier. Also, the Floral Wand, physical defense break to mid-tier. If we keep on going down, you'll see that the Flame Dragon's Band breaks fire defense. This one's lightning defense. Okay, so the imperils are marked as defense, but it is imperil, and it's notified by the actual elemental sign right here, which is nice to see. So it does look a little confusing at first glance, but if you just take a second to really look at it, everything makes sense. So here's another one, Iron Collar, physical defense break. Here's a triple high tier physical defense break on Zack's Cutlass. It is single target, right? So we wanted an AoE. So if we keep going down, this is a single target physical defense break. This one's single target. Here we have Slay the Day, which is this is an interesting one, right? So this is a water, I think this is water. Oh no, this is a water potency buff up triple with a physical defense break mid tier. All right, so that makes sense because Slay the Day raises water potency while also breaking physical defense. Now you can just keep on going down, and essentially you can just use this to look for whatever you want. So let's go to Sephiroth's Spirit Blade. This one has attack triple tier down AoE, right? So if it's both physical and magic attack, it's just going to write attack. It's not going to put physical and magic attack. I'm guessing just because there's no space in these small little brackets. So that would be something to also look for here. But essentially, it's just a fantastic tool for going through and looking for what you need if you want to set up a team for a boss fight. You already know the mechanics. So like when I'm going about a boss fight, the first thing I figure out is what are the mechanics I need to beat this boss? What are the necessary mechanics, right? So imperil, if it's necessary, then you can go through here and you can look for imperils, right? So if I'm looking for a fire imperil, I would look for fire symbol defense down, right? So the Flame Dragon Blade, free event where it's a free weapon, but it's a summon weapon. You have to grind it. But other than that, it's just a fantastic tool for essentially navigating the depth of Final Fantasy VII Ever Crisis, which is only going to get harder to navigate as time goes on. Let's be real. The game has only been out not even 1 year, and there's probably over 200 weapons in the game by this point. And so we're looking at so many weapons, 1, 2, 3 years into the game, that something like this is just going to become absolutely kind of necessary for any player that doesn't just have everything completely memorized, right? Which even for myself, where Ever Crisis is like just like a state of life for me now, where I'm learning about it all the time, playing the game, interacting with you guys, running the Discord, 13 different guilds. And still, I don't have everything memorized, guys. I still forget stuff all the time. It's just a lot of information. So having something like this is super helpful. You can check out chocobos, bosses, dungeons, titles, wallpapers. You can head over to ZGod's YouTube page. You can probably just leave him a comment on any of his videos and ask him a question. I think that, it'd probably be super helpful just to try and figure it out. But either way, I just wanted to bring this up, show you guys this. Like I said, there will be a link to this in the description of my video. There's also a link to this in our Discord under the, let's see here. So if we go down to our Discord, we keep a link to it down here under Writer's Hideout. If you go to FF7EC data and maps, it's just right here, FF7 index highwid info. This will always just be here. It's pinned. And essentially, it just has, you can just access it. We try to post stuff in here that, people will have ready access to. So yeah, that being said, guys, I just wanted to show you guys a little bit of that tool today. It is so awesome. So huge thank you to ZGod. You're a stand-up player. Thank you so much for that. Anyway, if you guys enjoyed this video today, don't forget to drop a like. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel for more Final Fantasy VII Ever Crisis content. I'll catch you guys on the next one. Take care. Peace.